Alrighty, guys, welcome. Hope you guys are all having a beautiful day today. Welcome to this live stream. Hope you guys are all killing it. In today's live, we are going to be talking about day trading, how to day trade, the strategy, the approach that I use and been using. So I hope you guys all enjoy it. If you do, smash that like button and subscribe and check out our school if you guys want to elevate and learn more about trading. It's awesome. You know, we got private live streams, quizzes, lectures, a group chat, all that stuff. If you want to elevate your trading game and want to learn more, I'm telling you to check it out. You won't regret it here. And you guys can use code LEARN to get like 20% off, which is crazy for the first 5 spots. So check it out. All right. So day trading, what is it? So day trading is where you buy a stock. I day trade stocks. You can day trade stocks, ETFs, crypto, Forex. You can day trade almost anything. Now, for me, I day trade stocks because it's what I've done. It's what I understand. People ask me all the time, Carter, you should day trade crypto. No, I'm not. You should day trade Forex. No, I'm not. I'm going to day trade stocks, right? Why reinvent the wheel? I found something that works well, so why change it up, right? So looking at, the trade that we took today, I wanted to kind of walk through my mindset with it here. So, the first thing I do is look at different time frames, right? I went ahead and I'll look at the hourly and just try to figure out what's going on. And, we've seen a lot of sell-off from Tesla. And, honestly, before I kind of talk about this, I also want to talk about when it comes with day trading. There's a lot of different approaches, to be honest with you. There's momentum traders are very common. I'm sure you've heard of, like Ross Cameron and the Warrior Trading. Those are most of them are momentum traders, which you can make good money from them, but that's not what I do. That's not what I understand. I've tried, and I just have a hard time doing that. So for me, what I've done is I find about 5 stocks that show life, volume potentials, and love trends. And those stocks and ETFs are going to be Tesla, SPY, QQQ, Apple, and NVIDIA. I'll look at Palantir, I'll look at other stocks, and if there's potential, then of course I'll take the trade. But I want to be a master of these stocks, and honestly, that's just kind of what I've done, and it's been very, very, very successful over the past couple of weeks. And everybody always comes onto these lives and they'll go, Carter, well, you stopped swing trading, and it's no, I really didn't stop swing trading. Just the opportunities are there, but one of the big downsides is there's just so much turbulence. There's so much volatility in the market where, holding a position after hours, you can see now with like these stocks, they're volatile, right? Tesla right here, let's go ahead and just show you a quick example. If you were swing trading this thing, this thing sold off 5% after hours, and then, today went up 9% after hours. So there's just a lot of volatility. And so we've just taken a little step back. We're still going to, of course, execute great trades, but we're focusing more on day trading, to be completely honest with you. And so the first thing I do here when establishing should I trade is to go to the 5-minute chart. I'll always look at like the general 5-minute chart, pre-market, and after hours. And, looking at this, I saw it had heavy resistance at about $300, right? It hits it. We just have a lot of sell-off. So I said, okay, we have 2 approaches where we have resistance, right? One, we could go short side where we get in at 300 for a push down. Guess what? Would have worked out very well. The second approach would be a breakout approach, which would have worked out very well. But no. I didn't trade that. I went ahead. Geez, let's go ahead and so I went ahead here and there we go. Okay. So I went ahead and I understand just basic technical analysis, right? And that states that old resistance, right, has tendencies of acting as new support, right? So it hits it, we have sell off, old resistance acting as new support, right? So it sells off down to 300 and look what starts to happen. And also on that 5-minute chart here, on that 5-minute chart, if we look at it, sorry, it's so weird. if we look at it here a little closer, we notice there's heavy support on the 200-day EMA line, right? It just has a bunch of buying pressure there, which is another important metric for traders. So now here I went to an even lower time frame. I went to that 1 minute chart and we drew out the support and resistance, right? And obviously, how I started to know is like this, right? We're watching this do this. So it hits it once, twice, 3 times, and now we're just waiting for that dip down in that zone. Boom, execution 299, right? Rallies up, exit, sells back off, exit, right? So that's how you day trade. You get in and out of these positions. And, yes, does it take time? Of course it does, right? Any job takes time, and trading is a job. It's a career. So you got to treat it like one. You got to, just continue to focus on learning and look at charts. Day trading is not like swing trading, right? Swing trading, you can buy a stock and you don't really have to manage it. You can do it with the full-time job. And day trading, on the other hand, in my opinion, it's very, very, very difficult to day trade with that full-time job because you got to manage these. So another indicator we look at here is going to be something called the RSI. The RSI stands for the Relative Strength Index. It's a very, very important metric for trading. And if you guys are watching, make sure you guys smash that like button. And if you guys want to learn more about trading, check out our school and you guys can use code LEARN. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys coming in here for a little bit. But you guys can see the heavy low of the RSI at about 52, where it just has a bunch of tendencies of getting buying pressure there. So those would be your entry points, and the push above that 60 would be your exits. Now, another indicator, MACD, very, very, very easy indicator to read. All you wait for is the push up, right? Let's go ahead and trade. That orange line push up through the blue one, which is what we call a MACD crossover, which is a good entry point. So you can see all of the good possible entry points, which worked out very well for us today. Now, even over this past week here, we've traded great trades out of Tesla. This one here yesterday, great breakout trade. We saw this thing sell off like crazy, formed that trend here. Hey, Carter, I made some profit on EA with a swing trade, bought it. Perfect. We'll pull it up here. That's a great trade. People love to get discouraged, like, yes, that's only what, like $2-3 or $3. But what makes up a successful trader is just consistency, right? Consistent. Oh, this would actually look pretty good. Yeah, not too shabby, So 47, looking good. I like it. Heavy support. Looks like we had some nice support on trend. Also moving average line, and we're actually starting to get that crossover here in the next couple of days, hopefully there. RSI is low. Yeah, good trade, right? So overall, guys, but we're just taking it in stride. As far as holding's really the same, and I'm not really getting shaken out too much, to be honest with you. I'm just kind of following the course of all right, we're just gonna continue to hold this. Like, I'm hitting highs with Visa. Maybe I should thin out some, but it's just like I've no intentions to. We're up. We bought these so low. Now it's like, do I really want to, sell it? I've no intention of selling, I should say. But remember, during all these times, I was loading up. But yeah, it's all good. Opportunity wise, though, nothing too crazy kind of came up this week. QFIN kind of hit that 90, really didn't do much. Same with, these. This hit that 200. This one actually could continue to move because it does look like it's starting to flatten out, which could see, some potential there. KT popped up. Berkshire Hathaway just continuing to sell off, on that trend. So we'll see, though. SPY, another one I day trade all the time. NVIDIA, doing well. Apple, kind of a little more volatile than others. This one here. This one here. Not, that's what I mean. Like nothing too crazy. This one's not too bad actually. TIGR, because we do have that. So realistically, you could enter at 833, stops below 820 for a push to up higher. ATO. Yes, we have the trend. I'm sure you know daily. Yeah, this looks fine. You could even. I do like this. Actually, that actually looks pretty good. This is almost like textbook right here. Not too bad. KV UE. Good sell off, good trend. RSI is low. Obviously, it's under these moving average lines, but it's done that in the past. So not too bad, not too big of a deal. But EO or EOSE. Yeah, another one, 200-day moving average play. Good trend, I like. Yeah, not too bad, right? Not too bad. And that's kind of like the moral of the week. It's like, not too bad, not too bad. But yeah, for me, it's just continuing to focus on base hits, obviously. And yeah, go from there, honestly. That's kind of the approach that I have right now, is just small return, small base hits that compound, and we'll be chilling, really. But I hope you guys all enjoyed it. Like I said, this week here, over the past month, really, it's just been so crazy. I don't know if you guys know, but my wife is pregnant. She is 33, 34 weeks. So we're getting the nursery done. We've been getting our floors refinished, painted, and just the whole 9 yards. And in my office, the downside is my office, the nursery is literally right by it. So it's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, I hope you guys all enjoyed the lives. I try to go live, I'm sure you guys know, as much as I can. I really enjoy it. And we'll end it here though, guys. So I hope you guys all enjoyed it. Smash that like button, subscribe, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Have a good weekend. We'll probably try to go live maybe one other time during this week. Yeah, we'll see you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Peace.